From the Emerald Isle to the US of A in 50 minutes, where the offbeat detective Columbo is on the trail of a dodgy private dick, employed by no less a personage than Ray Milland, starring as a wealthy and jealous husband. Before that on BBC One, taking to the boards in a big way, several more contenders for the big time in Bob Says, Opportunity Knocks.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and welcome to your very own slice of show business. My goodness, there's been some show business news this week. I see Disney, the Disney studios, have pulled out of the deal with Sky Television on the grounds that Sky Television is already a Mickey Mouse outfit. Well, losing £2 million a week, I'd have called it goofy and dopey myself. And then, of course, we had some of Britain's best-known actors trying to protect a Shakespearean ruin. And I never knew that Donald Swindon was that popular. But no. Seriously, folk, I think it's just great how they've resolved the problem. The ancient theatre, you know, the Rose, and they've found a perfect compromise for both the artistic and the commercial. They're going to completely restore it as a theatre and then turn it into a bingo hall. But this series is all about keeping theatres open with new talent, and judging by your phone calls, you certainly appreciated last week's lineup. Out of a massive phone-in, here's how you rank the top three. In third place, with one of the biggest votes yet for a stand-up comic, the fast and funny 26-year-old from Bootle, Johnny Martin. Well done, Johnny. Well done, Johnny. In second place, still with very strong popular support, your previous week's winner, the 24-year-old balladeer from Burnley, Mark Denton. All right, right up there. In first place, you delivered an emphatic bravo for the prodigious talent of a 16-year-old guitarist-composer from Ilford, back to play Roderigo's Concerto de Aranjuez. Opportunity knocks again for the brilliant Daniel Kirsch. thank you very much on behalf of 16-year-old Daniel Kirsch from Ilford. Last week's winner both in the studio and at home. That was the Adagio from Adagio, Mother Come from Ireland. No, it was Rodrigo's Concerto des Aranjuez. Did I hit the same man again? I am sorry. At our Essex auditions, act number 2 really made us sit up and take notice of Dave, Brian, and Steve from Southend, whipping up their comedy and rhythm together under the label of Triple Cream.
Only you can make this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness light.
The old songs were good, the old songs were great, but now we're going to bring you right up to date.
Cause we're here today to give to you.
Yeah, the latest thing to hit the streets that you can do.
So strut your stuff and get on down, cause the showbiz
rappers are here in town.
Yahoo, dippy, 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 doo. My name's Rolf Harris, got a didgeridoo. 2 little boys and a kangaroo. I got a wobble board. It sounds like thunder. My neighbours say that I'm big down under.
Come on, everybody, let me see you clap. Tonight we're gonna do the showbiz rap.
Well, I'm the bloke with a ginger beard. Oh, I look quite strange and I talk quite weird. When I take it off, my locks they really alter because underneath here is shut it straight Poulter.
Come on, everybody, clap to the showbiz rap. Hey, it's Annika Rice, looking for a clue. If she can't find it, what will she do? She's got a great rear end, and nothing can stop her.
Has anybody seen my...
You can't say chopper. Come on, everybody. Come on. It's the showbiz rap. Yeah, come on.
My name is Michael Caine. I live like a lord, and I drink champagne. I wear these glasses, I don't wear a net, and not a lot of people know that.
Come on, everybody, let me see you clap. Tonight we're gonna do the showbiz rap.
Come here. You've seen me on your telly with me stupid grin and me turn down wellies. I'm Irish. My name is Jimmy Cricket. And when there's 2 of us, we call the thicket.
Showbiz rap.
Come on, everybody, clap to the showbiz rap. Now, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. And when he's working all day long, he does the dustbin rap.
When I do a spot has props, where are the props, where are the props? The panic in the eyes. Ah, it was terrific, though. It was almost as loud as my real dustman art, 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. terrific rhythm. Obviously, let's find out who you are. Tell everyone at home the names.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Brian.
And I'm Steve.
Right, how long have you been together?
5 years.
5 years. As doing comedy or music?
Well, we've been doing music, I suppose, for about 15 years.
Well, you're
full-time.
professional musicians. Let's let the folks at home know what you play.
Keyboards.
Drums.
And bass and keyboards.
Right, and jobs before you came into music?
I was an organ salesman.
Oh, that's very musical.
I was a bricklayer.
That is not very musical.
I was an insurance man.
I trust you. But such an idiot I am. You have to have, yeah, I trust my agent. You got a good agent?
Well, he's a bit dodgy, actually.
Really?
He's okay.
You feel the same?
It's me.
Oh. You do all the business for the outfit?
Yeah.
That's great. Well, it's nice to meet Triple Cream. I'm a clot, so I feel like I'm one of you. And as you know what they say about cream. It always rises to the top. I hope that happens for you. Thanks very much indeed, guys, for being on the show. All right, thank you very much on behalf of Act Number 2. It's from Southend-on-Sea. They come from Southend and they're called Triple Cream. Will you put those Essex lads into our live final in 2 weeks' time? Yeah, we finish in a fortnight. I asked our producer what he'll be doing, and he said he's taking over a program that features a bunch of comedians appealing for charity. And I said, well, of course you mean comic relief. And he said, no, I mean the SDP election broadcasts. Ah, poor SDP, eh? In trouble again. SDP, such a dinky party. Problem is they want to pass everything by 2/3 majority, and there's only 2 of them in it. I'll bet David Owen wishes he had as many members as Act Number 3. Not only that, I bet he wishes his lot were in such perfect harmony. So meet 27 young ladies from Kingsbury Way, every one of them in the mood, as opportunity knocks for a choir called, and they're terrific. Listen to these ladies. If you love Glenn Miller, you'll love this. Here come D.K. London.
Get hop, 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 people, we're hitting really in the mood. Put your arms and shoot the band, the Philippines, fighting in the heat, baby. I believe you see life with the beat, baby. Mr. What you calling, what you doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood because the feeling just right. How's about it gonna really take it for 2? Where the music's mellow with some gay rendezvous. There's a chance to match with the blue and it's you gotta do some dancing to get in the mood. Mr. What you calling, that's a timely idea. Don't you swing a deal, it would be good to my ear. Everybody must agree that dancing a charm. When you have a certain one you love and you're wrong. There's been out for you would be as sweet as a Luna. Build her up and that'll put me in the mood. In the mood, oh yeah, you got it. In the mood, oh yeah, you got it. In the mood, oh yeah, what a hearty to be alive and get the jive and gotta learn now. I'm having a jive and take something solid. My feet are moving and my body's moving really something. Believe it, go with it, live it, boy. So you live it, get with it, you gotta learn now. You happen and you're pepping, now you step right and step. I got this funny kind of feeling that I'm feeling kind of boy. Be close, let's go with me. Yes, we're hugging, we're in the mood now. Baby, loosen up there, come on, don't prove. Now, baby, we're in the mood. Now we know you're feeling in the mood. Yours, what you calling when you need it was fun. You can see the wonders that this evening has done. Your feet are well heavy that they're harder to move. Now the light's better than you're riding the groove. You were only hungry for the musical blues. You're positively in the mood. What you calling when you need it was fun. You can see the wonders that this evening has done. Your feet are well heavy that they're harder to move. Now the light is better than you're riding the groove. You were only hungry for some musical blues. You're absolutely in the mood. I'm getting to you. I'll you what the mountain can do. I'm happy and fully alive. Jumping is a powerful child. Even me and you, I did too. My heart is full of rhythm and I'm even breathing rhythm now. You need it as a rhythm, for taking the heat. Taking in my feet, prove it with a beat. I'm in a mood.
Absolutely gorgeous. You're representing the 27 ladies of the DK London. Would you introduce yourselves?
Jane and Susie.
Jane and Susie. Ah, well, DK. I realized when I saw you girls sitting in the audience during rehearsals today that DK, I thought that stood for Delicious Knees, but I realized it must be your sponsors, the name of your sponsors.
No, it's the name of our musical director, Diana Kiverstein.
Diana Kiverstein. She directed you. Did you bring the whole choir together?
Yes.
She's to be congratulated. It looks lovely and it sounds lovely. So who is your sponsor?
Unfortunately, we don't have a sponsor, but we'd love one.
Right. In the Kingsbury area or anywhere, I suppose any corporate image could be improved by sponsoring an outfit like that. Has it affected you not having a sponsor?
It has, because we were invited to America last year to sing at Disneyland, but we couldn't afford to go. So we
Oh,
didn't go.
that's a shame. And having somebody's name on your T-shirts or whatever you wear for such an occasion would be very nice. But have you travelled abroad?
Yes, we've been to both Vienna and Belgium, where we won first prize at both, so...
Against that kind of competition? Vienna and Belgium? How about in this country?
We've also been to the Ice Stedford at Llangollen, where we won 2 first prizes as well.
That's not this country, that's Wales. And to sing it, the Welsh, if they gave you that kind of prize, you must have sung wonderfully. Gosh, how thrilling for you. Well, as far as we're concerned, DK stands for not only your splendid organizer, but also definitely knockout. Thank you very much, DK London, for being with us. Thank you so much. Well, thank you on behalf of Act Number 3, DK London, because I am used to being a heartthrob to girls like these. I have to adjust to it. Well, yes. I was with Jason Donovan at the SOS Star Awards the other night, and he said, "Oh, Bob," he said, "I wish I could be like you." I said, "Oh, you'd like to be a mature, sophisticated master of comedy, Jason." And he said, "No, it'd be just great to be able to go out in the street and be ignored." What about that lad's sell-out concerts? Unbelievable. All those girls being carried out, strapped to a stretcher. It's nothing new, mind you. It happens at Max Bygrave's concerts all the time. Only in his case, they're carried in. Only kidding, Max. Anyway, your gigantic vote for Daniel Kirsch's classical composition last week confirmed what I said about your taste for the best in all kinds of music, and Act Number 4 maintains this high standard. Here with Scherzo Tarantelle, I can say these things, are a lass from Lancashire and a lad from Surrey. Opportunity knocks for Sarah and David. Wonderful. Sarah, is that a favorite piece of yours?
It's one of them, yes.
Scherzo Tarantelle by whom?
Wieniawski.
Oh, good.
Henry Wieniawski.
I'm glad I asked. David, do you stick strictly to classical music?
Well, studied classical music, but now we've branched out into all sorts of other fields, light music, anything from Elgar to Elton John.
To Elton John?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'd love to hear that. But the speed with which you play is absolutely fantastic. You have, of course, you have youth on your side. How old are you?
24.
24.
Both of you 24. And Sarah, are you typical musicians? Did you meet in a concert hall?
No, actually, we met in a pub.
In a pub, and then you are typical musicians,
Yeah.
that's fine. And where did you get together musically?
We were at the same music college.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. And you, obviously, you can work as a duo any way you want to. Where, for example?
We've done work in stately homes and banquets, that type of thing.
Well, you've entertained tonight not only in stately homes, but in Barrett homes as well. And, I know, and they'll have loved it. Thank you so much to Sarah and David for giving us such an absolute beautiful. Thank you very much on behalf of Sarah White and David Priest. That's act number 4. Sarah and David. Reminds me of my old dad, actually, because my old dad suffered from what's known as violin arm. They called him fiddling and gave him the elbow. I have only just noticed, by the way, after 3 series, that all the violinists in our orchestra are ladies. Oh, that's what the producer means when he says he's going to pull a few strings. What is a laugh? What is a laugh? What is a laugh? According to Ken Dodd, who should know, it's a noise that comes out of a hole in your face. If it comes out anywhere else, you're in dead trouble. By Jove. Act number 5 may not be as famous an authority on laughter as Doddy is, but it's his speciality tonight with a well-loved novelty number, comedy classic, in fact, Opportunity Knocks for Eastbourne's own laughing policeman, John Yon.
I know a fat old policeman, he's always on our streets. A fat and jolly red-faced man, he really is a treat. He's too kind for a policeman, he's never known to frown. And everybody says he is the happiest man in town. He laughs upon point duty, he laughs upon his beat. He laughs at everybody as he's walking down the street. He never can stop laughing, he says he's never tried. But once he did arrest a man and laughed until he cried. His jolly face it wrinkled, and then he shut his eyes. He opened his great mouth, it was a wondrous size. He said, I must arrest you, he didn't know what for. And then he started laughing until he cracked his jaw. If you chance to meet him when walking around the town, just shake him by his fat old hand and give him half a crown. His eyes will beam and sparkle, he'll gurgle with delight, and then you'll start him laughing with all his blessed might. Thank you.
I remember that from when I was a kid, which was a long time ago. The laughing policeman. John Yon, Y-O-N. That's an unusual name. Did you make it up?
No, it's actually my real surname.
Never heard of it before.
Well, it comes from a small island in the Ascension It's the Ascension sort of
Chain,
area.
right.
And it's called St. Helena, where it comes from.
St. Helena, where
Napoleon was exiled.
Napoleon
yes.
died. My act didn't go too well either. In the South Atlantic.
Yes.
Ah, and that laugh of yours is quite incredible. How long can you keep that up without going hoarse?
Well, about 5 minutes, and then I turn into a donkey.
I had that kind of audience the other night. You're a musician?
Yes.
What instruments do you play?
I play, as you see, the accordion,
Yeah.
clarinet, guitar, and keyboards as well.
That's a nice range. Take that anywhere in the world, can't you?
Hopefully.
What's been the highlight of your musical career so far, John?
Well, a few years back, I did a private reception for Princess Margaret and quite a few stars after a Royal Variety Show.
That's very exciting. Then you could take your act wherever you wanted to because the music is appreciated everywhere.
Hopefully.
And if it doesn't work out that way, you can always go out and busk. Have you ever busked?
No, it's one thing I haven't tried.
If you do decide to take your accordion out busking, can I hold the hat? We'll make a fortune together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. John Yon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much on behalf of act number 5, He's from Eastbourne, and the name John Yon. Yeah, he laughs a lot. There's not all that much to laugh at here at the BBC these days. What a sour lot. Look at the 5 men who make up the camera crew on the show. Miserable, sick, bitter, and twisted. I don't know the name of the 5th one. I thought, what a pleasure to see an attractive woman doing a superb professional job. And lo and behold, that's exactly what I'm going to present for you now. A voice like this comes along once in a blue moon, and it's striking how often it comes from Scotland. In the tradition of Lena Martell, Lulu, Sheena Easton, here's a new star from Glasgow as your act number 6 tonight. Opportunity knocks for Brenda Cochran.
Pearl's a singer. She stands up when she plays the piano in a nightclub. Pearl's a singer. She's
have no words, Brendy. I think you are world class.
Thank you.
The range of music. I imagine you could sing any kind of music.
Ballads, rock, reggae, even country and western, but it's hard being a cowboy in Uddingston.
Yes, but you have to do it, don't you? You
have to.
If you can do it, yes, you've got to fit yourself to any audience. And Scott's audience loves country and western anyway, thank heavens. Where did you develop such power behind your voice?
Well, I'm a primary school teacher, and having to shout at all the kids, I think I had to perform in front of them first before I...
You've taught in Scotland, obviously.
Yes, and the Middle East and in Canada.
Wow. Did you sing not in the Middle East, because heaven knows what they do to you if you sang the wrong thing. What about Canada?
Yes, I sang in Canada. Even won a competition in a red band full of cowboys and rednecks, and sang Scottish ballads unaccompanied and won $500.
That was handy.
Yeah, it was. It's 5 months' wages.
How long? I don't understand how a talent like yours can be kept secret.
Well, I'm pinning my hopes on your show, and also I had another break in that I was privileged to record an album with the London Chamber Orchestra, so...
I hope as a result you become as famous as I believe you should be, both north and south of the border. You're a tremendous talent. Brenda Cochran, thank you for being with us on the show. Thank you for what I believe is a name to remember, Brenda Cochran. She's your act number 6. And I hope you also remember in years to come that you heard her here first. As I said earlier, we need new voices like hers to fill our theatres and clubs. The attendances are dwindling. I said to Des, have you noticed how audiences are dropping off? And he said, I don't mind them dropping off. It's the snoring that gets on my nerves. And I said, anyway, tonight's special guest has been keeping his audiences wide awake ever since you picked him as a winner 2 years ago. He creates a sensation wherever he goes. He's here to do it again. Welcome back, Brodie Fry.
You don't believe it, dear? Listen, I'm sorry about this lot over here. They're as common as chiffon. This one is for the Great British Press. I nicked this bit off Tales from the Unexpected. You see, this is television. It's not real. It's all an illusion. Now, don't go trying yourselves at home, kiddies. I've had special training. When was the last time you cleaned on top of this telly?
Wow, what a really heavy bummer. There's nobody else clean around here except me.
I shouldn't be telling you this, but Hugh, the sound engineer, told his wife he was working late last night at rehearsals. But... and she hasn't got a clue about it. Chop, chop, busy, busy, work, work, bang, bang. Chop, chop, busy, busy, work, work. Hey, Hugh, look at the muck in there, Isla. Don't look so worried. I only ever embarrass well-dressed men. You're not going to get any shocks. Neil Kinnock! Neil!
Yes, leader of the 1990s Labour Party with a 1990s defence policy. Do we push our buttons now?
No. It's the wrong show. You what?
I can't push the button, you know. I can if I have to.
Yes,
Give me one of those buttons. I'll prove I can push it. Oh, sorry, I thought it was back in the House of Commons.
Tattoo?
Yeah. Welcome to Fantasy Island, bud. You like it? Not a lot.
It's magic. Sorry, Paul. Sid James. Oh, no, that's no good. I can't do Sid James's voice. But I can play the guitar. Can anybody sing? Neil, you must be a... You're a Welshman. Can you sing?
No, but I can push buttons, even big red buttons with bomb written on them.
Right, look, of course you can sing, Neil. Just... do your Tracy Ullman impression. borrow a guitar? Can I... Who does your makeup? Darth Vader? No wonder you're sitting with your back to the audience. Is it switched on? Ah! Thank you. Change of plan. Beam me up, Scotty. It's worse than that. It's dead, Jim. Well, wasn't going to do this, actually, and it might well come as a surprise to some of you, but here goes. Boo!
Do that?
I couldn't resist it.
How do you make electric power go through people's chairs like that? You did it 2 years ago. I can't believe you're
I did
still
it to you as well.
You did it to me as well. I've never forgotten it. I haven't had a thrill since. May I say, it's great to see the same old shy, retiring Brody Fry back here after...
Thanks, Bob.
You've been busy?
I'm only 16. I just look this old.
When you came on the show 2 years ago, you were a star in the Northeast, but you weren't known nationally. Has it made you known nationally?
Oh, very much so. Internationally now. I don't think I've had 2 days off consecutively since the series.
Internationally, Brody?
Worked in America, all over Europe. Did a lot of work for the Army. Forces Television, Radio Luxembourg.
What do you mean Forces Television? Oh, of course, the British forces have their own television circuit.
That's right. And Forces Radio.
Doing what on radio, Brody?
Characters. Comedy characters.
Of your own creation, obviously.
Sushi Tempura, the Japanese ambassador to Washington, Tyne and Weir. Jackhammer, DIY, all sorts of things.
You have such a fertile imagination. You really should write a book.
I really ought to be fit, and I am writing a book.
Oh, good.
About the newspaper industry.
You better send me a copy of that. I want it as soon as it's published. First edition, right?
Will you autograph it for me?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's forever a novel experience. Brody Fry. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, with our electronic marvel. I love technological stuff. Look at this new gadget I got from Japan just this morning. This is the ultimate in remote controls. You watch this. There. May not mean much to you, but the whole of Bedfordshire is now watching BBC One. So here we go once more with our acts new to television, collecting their appreciation as measured over 15 seconds from our studio audience. Returning from Ilford with another splendid performance on guitar, act number 1, last week's winner, Daniel Kirsch. Echoing the approval of last week's studio audience, an 85, a very healthy one for Daniel Kirsch. From Southend came Dave, Brian, and Steve, who combined to give us the comedy of act number 2, Triple Cream.
My name's Vic, and I'm really cool. My name's Vivian. You're a stupid fool. Oh, shut up, Vivian, and don't be lippy.
Hello, my name's Neil. I'm an aging hippie.
a sensational 90 for Triple Cream. Well done, lads, from Essex. Putting us all in the mood, the sound of act number 3, DK London. For DK London, a fine vote from our studio audience. Violin and piano, played superbly by act number 4. Here again, Sarah and David. And we have a very splendid 86. Now let's look at the situation. We have Daniel Kershaw, of course, has a shorter position in our live final on June the 3rd. Sarah and David just ahead 1 point. And just ahead 3 points from that DK London, the lovely choir we have from Kingsbury Way. And then Triple Cream in the lead at the moment with 90. Can it be beaten? Yes, of course it can. We go right up to 99. From Eastbourne, The Laughing Policeman, act number 5. Here again is John Yon.
So, if you chance to meet him when walking round the town, just shake him by his fat old hand and give him half a crown. His eyes will beam and sparkle, he'll gurgle with delight, and then you'll start him laughing with all his blessed might.
John Yon's fun registered at 82, and now Pearl is a singer. Oh, and so is act number 6, the sensational voice of Brenda Cochran. We have a winner, Brenda Cochran. Here in the studio, our winner, Brenda Cochran. Well done. That's our winner here in the studio. Well deserved too. But remember, it is your all-important telephone vote that decides who returns next week and takes part in our final on June the 3rd. Oh, I can't wait to hear who you've chosen. Well, I can't wait, because I'm off home now. to a love life which is rather like an incomplete Monopoly set. Every time I say, let's play, she says, no dice. Hey, but if opportunity comes your way, don't knock it.